Hey guys, we've just got to the property here with Dad, and we've just found this cow lying kind of on her side. Looked like she's had a pretty rough time calving overnight, so we're just going to give her an IV injection into the vein in her tail and hope that that numbs the pain and she's able to stand up in the next couple of minutes. And here's the rest of the gang. Yeah, everyone's very quiet, just kind of watching what's going on. They really do have more of a kind of awareness to what's going on around them than most people think they do. Everyone's quiet, not making very much noise. Everyone's being very kind of hesitant about coming over just because they're not too sure what's going on, because one of the girls has been on the ground for a while. Slowly starting to make their way over now, and once they get a sniff around, they'll see what's up. Yeah, we just chucked some hay down just behind that kind of tub there that you can see, and yeah, everyone's calmed down now, everyone's coming over. A few of them still bringing up the rear. We got this little cutie playing with a bit of grass. They're so inquisitive when they're young, still got heaps to learn about the world and everything in it. Alrighty, so these three heifers here, so they're all yet to give birth. I think the middle one is due in the next few months, but I don't think the other two are holding calf at the moment. So out of these three, I'm actually going to select one to purchase off my dad. So they're still going to stay with the property, stay with the herd that they're with at the moment, but it's actually going to be owned by me. So I have a bit of a stake in the family business. Look, I've known these cows since they were babies. We breed all of our own ones on the farm. We don't get any new ones in from auction. We mainly only sell at auction. We don't buy anything new in. So all of them, I've got a pretty good idea of what their upbringing is like. They're all beautifully temperamented, really quiet, good quality stock. The bloodlines that they're from are real strong. I think the one on the left and the middle are both from the same mother who was part of our original herd probably about 5 to 8 years ago. So both of them I'm probably a little bit partial to. And then the redder one on the right is also from one of the original mothers of our herd, so definitely nothing wrong with her either. The middle one does look a little bit skinnier. You can kind of see her hip bone a bit more prominently than the other two, but I would say that's because she's carrying a calf, so she's not delivering any fat to her own storage areas. She's putting it all into the calf. You can see how her stomach is more kind of, it looks bloated, but obviously it is a calf in there. Rather than comparing that to the one on the right, it looks quite tight and sort of neat. So that's probably what a normal cow would look like without a calf. And then obviously the one in the middle is quite heavily pregnant. Other things to keep in mind when you're choosing, the one on the left has little spurs, which is generally what we call horns, but when they're not continuously growing out bigger and bigger and bigger. So those horns that she has now, like less than an inch long, that's as big as they will ever grow. We really do like to accentuate the bloodlines that do have spurs or small horns like the other two, just because it makes it a lot easier for us to work with them when they're not throwing their heads around with horns on it. And of course, it's a lot safer for them when they're, wrestling and playing, that they're not gouging one another's eye out with sharp, long horns. So yeah, I wouldn't really say there's a wrong choice out of the three. They're all going to give quality stock, and they're all good temperament. From memory, I think the left one's particularly quiet. But yeah, there's really not a wrong choice. Any one of them would be a good addition to the collection. Yeah, just a quick video of the girls that I was talking about. Probably a little bit partial to this one. I do really like the look of her. This is Mama with the pregnant belly. She's about to pop. And then we've got the third one, a little bit smaller, but a really, really nice red model.